Hi, my name is Barbara Robertson, I'm a friend of the speaker.
Hi, I'm Deidre Hardaway, friend of the speaker.
Hi, my name is Keisha James, and I'm a friend of the speaker.
Hi, my name is Kim, and I'm a friend of the speaker.
Hi, my name is Tiara Leonard, and I'm a friend of the speaker.
Hi, my name is Ryan Grace, and I'm a friend of the speaker.
Hi, my name is DeAndre Glover, and I'm a friend of the speaker and the camera crew.
Hi, my name is Antoinette Humphries, and today I will be discussing standardized testing. I would like to thank you all for coming out today, and also ask you to hold all questions to the end. Standardized testing is something that is used across the United States. Standardized testing is something that is used by everyone. No matter who you are or what you do, standardized testing is important. Whether you're a doctor, lawyer, teacher, McDonald's worker, or college student, standardized testing is something that will be prevalent and useful in your life at some point. Standardized testing began over 500 years ago in China. It became known in the United States with the IQ test, a test known to test intelligence and wit. I personally used standardized testing when I was graduating high school and also to get accepted into college. You're required to take the compass, the TAKS, and the THEA test just to become a college student. Standardized testing has moved more and become more prevalent with the recent passing of the No Child Left Behind law. Since No Child Left Behind was a governmental action, the standardized testing and rules behind it have become more of a political issue. Standardized testing is something that affects everyone. No matter who you are or what you do, scantrons and test taking is something that has become a major issue across the United States. Some of the pros of standardized testing are that it puts everyone on an equal learning plane. Third graders across the United States are required to all know the same thing and be tested over the same material, the same as 4th, 5th, and 6th graders. It holds teachers more accountable. If a teacher is not teaching the material, the results will reflect on standardized tests. Standardized tests also prepare students for test-taking etiquette. As college students, like I said earlier, we are all familiar with scantrons and pencils. Now imagine a second grader is also familiar with the same thing. Standardized testing can also be used to monitor progress among students. Students can be tracked and their learning abilities can be noted, which can help the educators to target weak spots. Standardized testing can also be broken down into certain groups. Lawmakers and educators can look and see how social, ethnic, race, and even certain economical groups do on standardized testing to know the effectiveness of teaching materials. Some of the cons of standardized testing are that student stress levels are very high. Some students become very nervous, anxious, and even sick when it's time to take standardized testing. Another con of standardized testing is that teachers are becoming way more burned out. Teachers are becoming sick, stressed, and having blood pressure issues because of standardized testing. Some teachers do not qualify for raises, and some teachers are even put on growth plans or certain templates as a way to monitor how they are doing and how their students are progressing on tests. Another downfall of standardized testing is that it may not be holistically teaching students everything they need to know. Some teachers may be teaching to a test instead of teaching for success. Standardized testing does have its pros and cons, but it can also be, which makes it a very controversial issue. Some people say standardized testing do not prepare students for life. Some people even argue that how can true or false, multiple choice, or fill in the blank questions prepare a student to be successful in life. Recently, on some standardized testing, Instructions on what to do when students get sick or vomit have been added. Things like this show that standardized testing can possibly be a little too stressful for younger children. Overall, standardized testing have its good points and bad points, but it is still something that we use in the United States. Over $1.1 billion has been spent on standardized testing in this year alone. Students across the United States prepare for standardized testing at the end of semesters, before school starts, and at the end of school years. Some need standardized testing to graduate, whereas others need standardized testing to be accepted into certain things. Standardized tests are very informative and can also help students to know what is going on or what they should be prepared for. Overall, standardized testing is something that can be very good or can be negative, but it's not up to us to decide. I was just here to inform you all today of the effects and the disadvantages of standardized testing. Thank you all very much for your time, and let me know if you have any questions. We open the floor for questions and answers.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
From the information that you gave us, I was just curious about what types of things could be used to help reduce the stress to kids that are preparing for these tests.
Well, overall, standardized testing are very stressful, and like I said earlier, some tests do come with instructions on what to do when you get sick, although this does not prepare students who are stressed out and behind tests. I think some of the things that can be done are reminding students that standardized testing are coming up, and maybe not putting so much pressure on the test itself, but education. If we put our focus on education, then hopefully when the test comes, students will be prepared and feel less stressed. Also, if we encourage parents to work with the students and encourage them to help students, and we remember that it takes a village to raise a child, standardized testing and the stress of it can be lessened. Any more questions? Yes, ma'am.
Can you name some important standardized tests that students take in Texas?
In Texas, yes, ma'am. Students are required now, prior to this year, students were required to take a test called the tax test. Starting this last year of 2011, 2012, and this year, 2012, 2013, students will be required to take a test called the STAR. That's STAAR. That test will be given to students in the second semester of school, and for higher grade level students like seniors, the test is mandatory for them to graduate high school, and they must also pass it in order to walk across the stage. For lower level kids, such as elementary school kids as early as 3rd grade, who will be the youngest students taking it, that test is mandatory and they must pass that test in order to be promoted on to the 4th grade or higher education. Any more questions?
No.
No? Okay.
And that's
Thank you all for your time. I appreciate it. And thank you.